It's Jerry from your tutorial. In the final paper, I'll be looking into the relationship between Facebook, the commodification of data, and capitalism in the communication approach. I'll be asking questions like what data are being collected and how they're being used. How does Facebook themselves portray the collection, analyzation, and commodification of data in their own policies? How does this influence us economically and politically? How do capitalists and political parties benefit from it? And most importantly, why does it matter to us? So, according to Facebook themselves, on their data policy, they said that data on and off the platform are being collected, analyzed, and shared. And something interesting here is they use the word shared, and they further claim that they're never going to sell our data. Facebook themselves is also running a service called Facebook Analytics, and this is also according to their own webpage. They promote themselves as the only analytics tool built on insights from Facebook's 2 billion person community. And they basically collect demographical, behavioral data, and all the other data. And they can just make predictions for third parties, such as customizing audiences for advertisers. So how does it influence us and why does it matter to us? So such a phenomenon is going to influence our society as a whole, first economically, because it's a monopolized industry in which whoever owns the infrastructures owns the means to mine our data. And that also means it's only benefits a few, which are the capitalists and the political parties. At the same time, end users like us are being turned into digital laborers as we add on data to the platforms and we consume those advertisements and propagandas. Politically, it kind of plays on the automation of our society, which is being brought up by Dominic. It creates isolation and makes us vulnerable to propagandas. And this is when the 5 filters by Noam Chomsky slides in. These two makes our news consumption manipulatable, and this could really make differences to the results of elections and political movements. Examples would be Brexit and the Donald Trump 2016 campaign. And now looking to sources like The Great Hack on Netflix, it kind of demonstrates interviews with whistleblowers and experts, and I found it quote worthy. It was only 1 year long investigation conducted by the Guardians. They also looked into interviews of whistleblowers and experts in a more in-depth way, but most importantly, it brought up a graph that shows the power relationship and the mechanism behind all these. Other empirical sources, I'll look into like graphs and surveys, such as one graph mentioned the interactions of fake news on Facebook actually outruns mainstream news. And another source showed that 83% of the respondents that see Facebook as their main news source found fake news headlines are actually accurate. My implications of this paper: Facebook and commodification of data serves capitalism while it harms democracy, because democracy is beyond the rights to vote. It's also about being engaged in policy making, such as in this case, privacy. Like they're taking our privacy for granted, and also that the fact the votes shouldn't be manipulated in any means. And here are my sources. Questions, please.